युतम पिबत भागवतम रसमालयम मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः. Bhagavan and Mata Lakshmi, Devadevo Harif Pita, Hari is our Pita, Lakshmi Mata. There is no need to introduce every time, they know. Secondly, there is no need to list and plead. We all go to Tirumala Yatra. Once in a year when you go to India, you go to Tirumala, or at least twice in a year, once in 5 years you go. You have a long list of requests, so that to ensure that we do not forget any in the list, we write it down and hold it. We have a pocket, and nowadays Tirumala has a rule that you cannot wear shirt, you will have to wear the traditional attire, and they give you, if you are not wearing, if you are in a pant, they give you the traditional dress. We kept it, we touched it even before I entered the Mahadwara. I touched and checked whether the list was intact. It was. And I entered Mahadwaram in Vaikuntha Vasal, every cell. I crossed every cell, came to Mahadwaram. It was a big mad crowd that day, mad on Venkateshwara. I went Bangaru Vakili, Jaya Vijayadwara, Ramar Medai, then to Kulashekaran Padi. There was Shri Venkateshwara, Ahalahillen, Yerayimen, Alarmel Mangai, Uraimarbha. I had darshan of Venkateshwara. At that point, something should have flashed me. As a lightning, I should have immediately picked my list and read it out to him there. Will it ever happen? When you have his darshan, nothing else will come to your mind. It will only be his darshan. Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijanati, sabhuma. Upanishad says that yatra nanyat pashyati. When you have his darshan, what is the, how do you recognize that you have had the darshan of Brahman? What will prompt you that you have had his darshan? Yatra na anyat pashyati, where your eyes would not wander to anywhere else. It would mean that you are having his darshan. Where your ears would not wander to listen to anything else. It would mean that you are listening to him. Where your mind would not wander to meditate on anything else. It would mean that you are meditating on him. Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijanati, sabhuma. And he is the supreme. Sabhuma. So, will you ever dare to take out your list and read out before him? We will not. But does it mean that he does not know what we want? He knows. The Tirupati Venkatachalabali Balaji is the only God where both parties will come. The party who wants to win, the party who are going to lose, both parties would come. If there is going to be a contract, $1 million contract to this, and the competitor in the bid, the competitor is the other party, both will buy a VVIP ticket and come. How will Bhagavan grant? Will he grant to this party or will he grant to that party? He has his own methods of solving issues which he has been doing for millions and billions of years. And he had been doing, probably one contract will go to this party, other will go to that party, or one contract to one, and the other party may get rid of this world and even reach the lotus feet of Venkateshwara. He does everything. So there is no need for us to plead, because he knows as a mother would know the requirement of her children. There is no need for the child to come back at 4 p.m. and tell, I am hungry, are you going to give me a tiffin or not? In fact, when the child was rejecting to drink milk, the child was rejecting to have food, when the child did not want to go to school, it was the mother who recognized and sent. It was she who fed, it was she who took care and nurtured. So the same is the case of Bhagavan. He would ensure that whatever we want is given to us. If we have not got anything, which would mean we do not deserve that yet. Whatever we are, let us stick to that first. So Kuchela was blessed with all material wealth, and he, in fact, note the point there, he did not enjoy any of these material wealth till his last breath. He only left it to his wife, to his children, to his family members. He did not, because he thought he had already had that wealth when he met Krishna. His darshan itself was his wealth. Then where is the question of enjoying his material wealth? Pativrata patim drishtva Premotkantha Ashrulochana Militakshane Amad Buddhya Manasa Parishaswaje Patnim Viksha Visphurantim Devim Vaimanikim. Parjanyavatatu swayamikshamaanaha dasharkakanam rishabhas sakhame. And from that day on to his last day, he was only meditating on Krishna and recollecting how Krishna behaved with him, how magnanimous he was. Thus he lived for a long time and reached the feet of Krishna. We conclude the story of Sudama there. With that, the 10th canto concludes. We now enter the 11th canto, Ekadasha Skandha. The first Adhyaya talks about Yadukula Samharaya Shapaha. Bhagavan took birth in Yadukula and so was known as Yadava. I had already told you the story of Yayati, Yadu, Puru. Yayati was the father, Yadu was the eldest son, Puru was the youngest son. Yadu was cursed by Yayati, so lost his kingdom and Pattabhishekam. Puru was granted by Yayati, so he had been coronated. And Pandavas belonged to the dynasty of Puru. Krishna belonged to the dynasty of Yadu. Yadukulodbhava Krishna had many Yadavas with him. In fact, it is said that Krishna had 52 crore Yadavas along with him in Dwaraka. Overnight, he had migrated about 52 crore Yadavas, and in fact, for us to remember, there are 52 steps. The fleet of steps to Dwaraka temple has 52 steps, so that we remember it is significant of there were 52 crore Yadavas there. All the Yadavas became very proud that they were intimate to Krishna. They all thought, we are the ones so close to him, we are the blessed, we are the privileged. Solely this privilege, this blessing turned out to be unnecessary, unwanted haughtiness. We can have ahankara, but it should be sattvika ahankara. It cannot be rajasa or tamasa ahankara. For them, it turned out to be rajasa ahankara, tamasa ahankara. And Krishna also thought, it is time I return to Sri Vaikuntham. Before I return, let me conclude. Before I return, let me clean all my clan. Let me clean all the Yadavas, because they are not going to do any good to this world anymore. So let me clean them. Having said so, what happened? Since it was Krishna's Sankalpa, and Krishna's Sankalpa was being executed. What happened? Bhubhara Rajabhrutana Yadhuvir Nirasya Guptaihi Swabhahubihi Achintayad Aprameyaha Manyevaner Nanu Gatopyagatam Hibharam Yad Yadavam Kulamaho Avishasya Haste Vishwamitraha Asitaha Kandvaha Durvasa Bhrugu Angiraha Kashyapaha Vamadevaha Atrihi Vashishtaha Naradadayaha. All these were glorious rishis. They were all gathered at one place. They were performing tapas. When they were performing, there was a disturbance. The disturbance was from Yadavas. Yadavas reached there wanting to make fun of these rishis. They decorated one Samba. They decorated Samba and made him have a female look. They decorated him as a female. Not only decorated, they further, te veshayitva, they had offered that vesham, female vesham. Stri veshaihi, Sambam Jambavati Sutam. This Samba was the son of Jambavati. We had seen Jambavati Parinam yesterday. Jambavati was the daughter of Jambavan. Jambavati was wedded to Sri Krishna. Krishna and Jambavati had Samba. Samba was decorated. Not only that, then they hid a big pestle. You know about a pestle? A big large pestle, as though this female was pregnant. They made it look as though the female was pregnant, and to make her look as pregnant, they hid a big pestle in her stomach. It was all only a farce. Nothing was true. They led this female, Samba, to Vishwamitra, Atra, Asiti, Kandva, and requested them, this female wants to know what would be her son, whether he will be a son or she would be a daughter. If it had been today, doctors would have denied. It was those days. And see there also, even in those days, they did not conduct the test. They wanted Vishwamitra to tell them. And he won't test. It was only through Jnana Drishti. No equipments were allowed even in those days. Vishwamitra identified that he is getting cheated. They are only making fun of him. So he cursed. Let me read. एवं प्रलब्धा मुनयस्तान् ऊचुः कुपिता नृप जनयिष्यति वो मन्दा मुसलं कुलनाशनम. We know that this is all a cooked up one just to ridicule us. So let me curse. This female will give birth to a beautiful child, and the child would be Musalam itself. The child would be the pestle itself. She would give birth to pestle. First they thought probably when we remove the pestle, Vishwamitra is referring to that as a prasavam. It was not so. Really she got pregnant. She delivered a baby Musalam. Really she delivered a pestle as a baby. They were quite frightened. They took that pestle to the king. The king said, this is the problem. What was the curse, exact curse of Vishwamitra? Vishwamitra said, she will give birth to a pestle, and that pestle would be the cause of destruction of the entire dynasty of Yadu. All Yadavas would be killed, and that killing would be caused by this pestle. Raja wanted to escape this. To escape and circumvent this curse, the Raja said, first crush the pestle. If you crush it, you have two bhagams. One, the wooden part. It will be to pieces. Two, the iron part. At the end you have an iron part. Crush both. Throw it in water. Throw it into ocean. They did as ordered by the king. But for them, slowly all the waves of that ocean brought all the pieces to the shore. The pieces they were washed aside to the shore. Those pieces were sewed in the shore, and all the broken wooden pieces, they grew as plants, as brick creepers. And that last piece of iron that was consumed by a fish in the ocean. A hunter went, he caught hold of that fish. When he cut open the fish, he saw a small piece of iron. He polished that piece of iron, made it to a sharp point, and he used it as the tip of his arrow. This is what had happened. Now I have completed that part of it. Let us wait for the second part. Tachrutva te asisantrastaha vimuchya sahasodaram sambasya dadurustasmin musalam kalvayasmayam kim kritam mandabhagyaihi nah kim vadishyanti vojanaha tachurnayitva musalam yadurajahasa ahukaha. Yaduraja ordered, churnayitva musalam, crush the pestle, throw it into water. That was done, but matsyaha grihitaha matsyagnaihi jalenannaihi saharnave. That iron piece was consumed by a matsya, by a fish, and that fish was caught by a hunter. That hunter took hold of that iron piece, sharpened it, polished it, gave it to a blacksmith, ensured that it is placed in its arrow. This happened. So what should happen now? The pestle must be the cause for entire destruction of Yadava Kula. So this iron piece must be the cause. Secondly, all the broken wooden pieces grown as plants should also be the cause. What killed whom? All the 52 crore Yadavas were killed by those plants. Finally, Krishna also belongs to the same Yadava Kula. So the curse is valid even for Krishna, not only for the 52 crore people. It is valid even for Krishna. So Krishna got killed caused by the iron piece of that hunter. This is what we are going to see in the story. Govinda Bhujaguptayam Dwaravatyam Kurudvaha Avatsin Narado Bhikshnam Krishnopasana Lalasaha. Suddenly Shukacharya shifted his gear. He was there when he had to continue with the story of Krishna. Now Krishna departed to his transcendental world, but he left it there. He left it as though the Vishwamitra, Asita, they all cursed. Let the curse wait for some time. Now let us go to the next story. The next is Vasudeva and Narada met each other. They talked about how to perform Achara, what is about Anushtana, what is Ashrama Vidhi, and then on. We move on to the next beautiful important part where Krishna and Uddhava discuss. This is Krishna Uddhava Samvadam in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Atha Brahmatmajai Devaihi Prajeshairavrito Bhyagat Bhavascha Bhuta Bhavyesha Yayau Bhuta Ganair Vritaha Indraha Marudbhihi Bhagavan Adityaha Vasavosvinau. All devas plead to Krishna. Natasmate Natha Padaravindam buddhindriya prana manovachobhi yachintaderhridi bhavayuktaihi. When Brahma, Rudra and all the 33 crore devas pleaded to Krishna, they reminded him. These verses are very important. Yaduvamshe avatirnasya bhavataha purushottama. Hey Purushottama Narayana, you had incarnated in Yaduvamsha. It is now almost 125 years since you took birth. So Krishna lived in this material world for 125 years. Sharachhatam Vyatitaya Panchavimshadhikam Prabho. Panchavimsham, Pancha 5, Vimsha 20, Panchavimsha 25, Shatodhikam, Sharachhatam, Shatam 100. So you had lived for 125 years. If you Almighty Lord, if you feel that what you lived is enough, can you resolve to return to Sri Vaikuntham? Nadhuna te akhiladhara devakaryavasheshitam tataswadhama paramam vishasva yadi manyase. If you feel, because devas had no power to order Krishna that this time you please return, he will not going to listen to them. If you feel so, you can return to Sri Vaikuntham. Krishna also agreed. Avadharitam etanme yadatha vibudheshwara kritam vah karyam akhilam bhumir bharavatoritaha. He just analyzed for a moment. Have I completed my mission on earth? What for did I descend? I descended for paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I am born yuga after yuga. In Krita Yuga as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana. In Treta Yuga as Parashurama, Rama. In Dwapara Yuga as Balarama, Krishna. And finally in Kali Yuga he is yet to incarnate. End of Kali Yuga would be the incarnation of Kali. So Krishna thought, yes, I have done Sadhu Paritranam, Sanjaya Paritranam, Vidura Paritranam, Kuchela Paritranam, and all the Gopika Paritranam, Gopakupara Paritranam, I have maintained them. I have blessed them. Vinashaya cha dushkritam, all dushkrits are dead. Kamsa, Trinavarta, Shakatasura, Putanasura, Keshi, Arishtasura, Vatsasura, Pralambhasura, Kapithasura, I had killed all of them. So Dharma Samsthapanarthaya, lastly third Dharma Samsthapanam, I had preached, given the treasure of Bhagavad Gita to establish Dharma in this world. I have completed my mission and my own mission. These are all public agenda. Any government will have two. One, a public agenda because they are all popular measures. It had to be done. Two, a private agenda. Krishna's private agenda was to steal butter and have it. I had already mentioned that to you. That is the most important agenda. Not this Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Dushkritam. He wanted to marry those 8, not only 8, 16,108 girls. When Krishna killed Narakasura, he had already jailed 16,108 girls. Krishna released all of them and married all. So his Kudumbam is known as Bahukudumbi. Bahukudumbina, they need not distribute Patrika to anybody else outside. If they have any marriage or ceremony at home, it is enough they distribute Patrika, they give invitation within their family. Avadharitam etanme yadatha vibhuteshwara tadidam yadavakulam. So having completed my mission, let me return. Yadya samhritya druptanam yadunam vipalam kulam idanim nasha arabdha kulasva dijashapataha. Let the nasha, let the destruction begin now. Krishna resolved. He had his sankalpa, let it begin. Krishna had decided to return. From where will he return? Rama returned to his Sri Vaikuntha from the banks of river Ayodhya in a place called Guptar Ghat. It's about 12 kilometers from Ayodhya. Even today you can visit that place. It's a very serene, beautiful place. You will feel Rama departing even today. When Rama departed, the classic, the touch was that he was accompanied by all the residents of Ayodhya. He did not leave any one of them behind. He took everyone. Alvar says, Karpar, Irama Yallal, Matchun Karparo, Purpa Mudhala Pullerumbadi Ninniye, Narpal Ayothiyil Vadum Characharam Muchavum, Narpalu Kuitanan, Nanmuhanar Perchan Art today. He did not leave back anybody, not only human beings, all the animals, not only animals, all the plants and trees, nothing was left. In fact, Lava and Kusha, when they were coronated, they had nobody to rule. There was nobody in the kingdom. So they had to go around in the neighborhood kingdoms, collect good people. They had to migrate them and start a fresh kingdom. This has been mentioned in the Uttarakanda of Valmiki Ramayana. Whereas Krishna was quite contrary. When Rama departed, all were watching, all were accompanying. When Krishna departed, none was watching. Nobody accompanied. It was he alone who he went back to his abode. Yete vai sumahotpata vyuttishtantiha sarvatah shapaschana kulasyasit brahmanebhyo duratyayah prabhasam sumahat punyam yasyamaha addevamachiram. This is now the declaration by Krishna. I am moving out of Dwaraka and reaching Prabhasa Kshetra. That place in Gujarat is known as Bhalka Tirtham. The place is Bhalka Tirtham. It is quite close to Veraval. Veraval is an industrial town. Next to Veraval is this Bhalka Tirtham. That place is Prabhasa Kshetra. It's a very, very holy shrine. That is from where Bhagavan abandoned this material world and reached his Vaikuntham. Prabhasam sumahat punyam yasyamaha addevamachiram yatra snatva dakshashapat grihito yakshmadoduganam tanniriksha uddhavaha rajan shrutva bhagavatoditam. When Uddhava, the very intimate disciple of Krishna, was a priya shishya of Krishna, when Uddhava came to know that Bhagavan had decided to leave, he caught hold of his lotus feet and said, I cannot allow you to leave. Either you take me with you or you remain with me. Either way, Krishna said, both are not possible. Now let me tell you, you leave this place forthwith. Immediately reach Gandhamadana Parvata, Badarikashrama, and there keep meditating on me. A day will come, you will abandon this your material body and reach me. Uddhava flatly refused. He said, I cannot bear your separation. Either you take me now or be with me now. Krishna said, I had preached in Bhagavad Gita about Vairagyam, detachment. Why don't you practice? Yes, Krishna, you had teached Vairagyam, not on you, but on this material world. Paramatmani yo raktaha, viraktaha aparamatmani. We get detached with all material pleasures so that to that extent we are attached to him. That's the reason behind. Alvar says that, Marpal manam pulippa, mangayardol kaivittu, Nurpal manam vaikka nuividham, Marpal manam shurippa. When you are absorbed in Krishna, when you are absorbed in his beautiful form, manam shurippa, mangayardol kaivittu, that is when you detach slowly with the material pleasures.